Hello, welcome to Synthia, our full-scale responsible guardrail AI framework solution built for NAC to Hack hackathon. Let me introduce Synthia. Synthia is a responsible by design AI governance framework for secure and anonymized access of data. It is built on modern Azure stack for real-time access monitoring, and it has full API integration to websites and other applications. It follows all the tenets of secure access, including authentication, authorization, anonymization, alerting, analytics, and even AOps. Synthia is a five-stage functional process where when the user authenticates, all the ingestion data is ensured that before it goes into the LLM, the data is anonymized and normalized, and it uses multi-models to ensure that all the data is clean. And then we have developed a rules engine using Google Sheets, just so that there's a lot of rules we need to embed. So we leverage Google Sheets there, which I'll show in the demo. And then all the items are checked on a secure chat. And then we have the analytics layer powered with AI ops and administration. Let us see the demo of Synthia. So we have a landing page where we introduce all the features. Now for onboarding data, we put AI powered and anonymization engines to do the to ensure that only important data is going into the LLM. For example, if there's a financial report and we anonymize all this data, it does all the text extraction and even anonymization. And like if you can see, there is all the data which it has to anonymize based on the rules provided. It has already anonymized. Now, similarly, if we take a PDF and anonymize this data, or a bank statement. So the left and right data, if you can see, all the data is anonymized. So this ensures that all the data going into LLM is safe and there is no data leakage. So we have built a huge governance layer. So here we could say, like I was showing all the anonymization, what are all the kinds of data which we have to anonymize. We have taken around 155 fields to be anonymized along with some regex expressions. We also ensure that there is a huge authorization layer at a file level, at a column level, folder level, row level security, everything based on some rules. And most importantly, for all the data which is required at a document level and self-harming everything, what are all the permitted keywords and what are all the restricted keywords, we have put them. Now let's see how this all comes into action when Synthia is running. So let's say, let me show one by one. Let's say we give a query called where we say give a PAN card to the user and we send it. Synthia blocks saying that, PI information is detected. Similarly, personal permissions. So let's say if I'm not having access to this quarterly data, so I'll get this blocked because of persona, and then we have blocked because the document itself might not be available for me to access. So we have put 14 kinds of blocks in the application. So let's say if somebody is trying to delete some data in the system, so again it can detect it. Again, all based on the keywords and based on multiple rules we have already encoded in the system. So let's say somebody is trying to do a column level security. So when there is a segment which is not supposed to access, we can again stop it. So all the blocks will be done by Synthia based on these 14 rules. And if somebody is trying to do a copyright violation, and then we send a request, and based on the keywords or the content is already copyrighted, Synthia can detect it and tell that this is a copyright violation. So everything Synthia detects it. And then we also have priority queries where Now it also has formed some queries based on the data provided. So Synthia again forms the queries so that the predictive queries ensure that user does not type very random questions and we do not have any answers about it. So this is how Synthia works. And we have a huge analytics layer where all the data which is detected by Synthia is there's a live animation running, probably because of the recording it might look hazy, but very good looking in live environment. So it is trying to understand all the last 7 weeks, how is the trends and which of the categories are becoming more increased in the system. So it is doing a live analysis of all the log data. So at the end, we find out that in the last 6 weeks, these are all the kind of attacks Cynthia has come into in the compliance area. So many data poisoning, manipulation. Of course, all the data is right now synthesized by us, and but in the real world, we can detect, and all this is done in to detect the kind of attacks and how to keep. Thank you for providing the opportunity to participate in the hackathon.